Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Random Camps. As ever, Silver Bunny has been extremely busy finding some awesome builds in the wilds of Appalachia, so let's see what she's come up with this week. Camp number 1, we have the Rusty Eagle build by War Machine 1185. And bloody hell, Bunny, you have kicked this one off with a bang. What an incredible looking camp this is. Simply lovely. Right, first things first. Immersion levels 100%. I love how this thing looks on the outside. That windmill is absolutely fantastic. The whole exterior of this build looks law-friendly, it looks scrappy, and the amount of decoration that War Machine's got down is incredible. It looks so damn good. Now, I think I'm right in saying this is some form of trading outpost or a shop. It certainly does look like it, at least. That's the impression that I'm getting from it. All the wares outside ready to be sold to a traveller. You get where I'm coming from, don't you? Aye, of course you do. It's an extremely well thought out camp, this. Everything from the structure itself down to the high level of detail that War Machine's put into the decor. And it's not just on the outside either. The inside is equally as well kitted out. Now yes, it's not the biggest camp. There's not much room to swing a cat in here. However, that small footprint of the actual build allows for a lot more budget to put in as much decor as you possibly can, and War Machine has definitely done that. It's got to be said, there is more trinkets in here than a pensioner's mantelpiece. Beautiful. War Machine, this is a belting camp, and I'm very glad that Silver Bunny stumbled across it. Build number 2, we have the Blue Ridge Pit Stop by Greedy New 1972. Now, is that not supposed to be Greedy Newt? I'm always saying that because I know of a camp builder called Greedy Newt. However, I could be wrong, but I'm just going to throw that out there just in case. Anyhow, back to the Blue Ridge Pit Stop. Bunny, you have found another belter here. It looks exactly like, well, a Blue Ridge trading post. It's exactly what it says on the tin. My favourite thing about this build, right, is the fact that you've put a little perimeter wall around it. If you was doing massive amounts of trade, like the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, you would want your outposts just a little bit more substantial. Now then, one thing I have actually just noticed from this shot, this is the pre-existing structure near the Uncanny Caverns, isn't it? I don't know what gave that away, but yeah, you have done a great job at making the rest of the build blend in with it. I couldn't tell from the other angle, to be 100% honest with you. It was literally when I saw the Uncanny Caverns sign and this little bit of the structure itself here. But yeah, you've done a great job with that. In terms of appearance of the place, it fits in with a wasteland perfectly, extremely war-friendly. I like the overall structure, I like how substantial it is. You don't see too many builds like this as well. So it does stand out to me. Decor levels, I think they're okay. There's some areas that are more filled up than others. But with this being such a large build, I'm not expecting it to be filled to the rafters. There's a fine balance between huge impressive camps and small highly decorated camps. And you can go too much either way. I know we'd all love to have massive huge mansions decorated up to the nines, but unfortunately, we just can't do that. Budget. Yeah, Greedy, amazing job with this build. Knocked it out at park. I did like this one. Really smart build. Numero 3, we have the Honey Bayou Swamp by El Jorge Games. Yeah, you didn't know I could speak Spanish, did you? Fucking fluent. Now, this camp is a prime example of a small footprint, which I know for a fact, without even looking at it, is going to be filled to the brim with trinkets inside of it. I'm looking forward to see the decor on this one, actually. Now, in terms of the actual build itself, quite a simple structure, but very well put together, very highly detailed. And I think it's the detail that makes it. You could put together the most fantastical structure in the world using all the complicated tricks and whatnot, and it could still be outdone by a highly decorated, well put together box. Seriously, I've seen it done. Sometimes all you need is a nice basic shape of a structure, a good camp location like this one in the video. Can't believe I said that about the Maya. And you are onto a winner. This thing looks phenomenal. Now, I am saying it's simple. I'm not quite sure how you've got them support beams on the roof there. I can't work that out, but again, I'm not that into building these days anymore. So there's tricks that I don't know about. There's building sets I'm not 100% familiar with. I'm a little bit out of practice, is what I'm trying to tell you. So let me know down in comments what the hell is going on there. Exterior-wise, it's a wicked little build, this. Let's take a look at the decor on the place, and just as I expected. This place is stacked. It is literally filled up with all kinds of detritus, and it looks bob on. We've got some pretty sweet merges. All the junk is intentionally placed down in its specific location. This camp is solid in terms of the decoration, inside and outside. And I am going to admit, right, I am a fan of the small nature of the camp. I think it fits this location well, and it fits the wasteland well too, in all honesty with you. Camp number 4, we have the Swamp build by Hi Skunk. And I just want to say now, actually at this moment in time, Hi Skunk, thanks very much for showing Silver Bunny the treehouse location from yesterday's best camp spot video. It's very kind of you to do so, and it's a killer location. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Anyway, back to your camp. I love this build. The exterior perimeter wall you've got there, absolutely phenomenal. This screams Raider to me. This is a Raider camp. And the way it fits in with this location that you've used, how it kind of like buries itself into the hillside, that is absolutely insane. I have never seen a camp fit a location quite as well as this. And that's straight up now. Now, the camp in general, it looks like something Bethesda made. This could quite easily be a Raider spot or a Blood Eagles spot. It's just so lore-friendly. Not only does it fit this location perfectly, it fits the whole theme of Fallout perfectly. I really do like this. This is my favourite of the week. 100%. Now, in terms of actual buildings, other than that perimeter wall and that little gantry area up there, there's not actually too much. This is another example of the power of decorating. I mean, just look at it. Just take a look at how realistic this place is. The lighting, the decoration, and the fact that it's so enclosed as well. I don't know, it just gives that pre-existing Raider feel. And I know I keep saying that, guys, but it's the best way I can describe it. Skunk, you have well and truly Happy Gilmore this. You have sent it out of the park. Absolutely stunning work. Like I say, my favourite of the week, this one. Alright then, so now we come to our 5th and final camp. This is the Small General Store build by Simba8188. And yet again, Bunny, you have found another killer camp. I mean, I don't know where they're all coming from recently, but these are just insane. I'm not sure where to start on this one because there is quite a lot going on. It's one of the most substantial buildings that we've had this week. I like the use of all the different building materials, and I like the fact you've used the wavy willard stone walls as well. They fit in with this quite nicely. Ooh, underpinnings, lovely. It's a bit of a mad mashup, this, of clean elements and scrappy elements. And like I said, that's just down to all the different building materials used. It's give it a little bit of texture. I think it works well, though. I'm not seeing any violent transitions from, like, an uber clean kitchen to a scrappy-looking, I don't know, toilet, maybe? I'm not sure, but you get what I'm driving at, don't you? Aye, of course you do. Well, at least I hope you do anyway. Yeah, in terms of exterior, really cool looking, very unique. It's different. Aye, not a bad looking camp at all. Very well put together. Let's take a look at the interior on it and some of the decor. Yep, simply lovely. Very, very well done. The levels of decor in here are absolutely mind-blowing. This would have taken a lot of time. The attention to detail it's second to none. And some of the merges that we've got going on are fantastic. That kitchen area is my favourite bit of the build, I must say. But there's loads of cool elements to it. Take a look at that staircase that Simba's built, for example. What an amazing way to finish off this week's random camps. Simba, thank you very much for letting Buddy film this camp and for allowing me to show it. And thank you to all the guys in this video for, again, letting Buddy film it and letting me show it. It is much appreciated. What did you guys watching think about these builds? Let us know down in the comments. Some of these builds that Bunny is finding now, they are off the charts. We have had some stupidly good ones recently. Now then, as ever guys, I will ask you to go over to Silver Bunny's channel and show us some love. There's a link down in the description. These videos would not be possible without her. She does a hell of a lot of work for the community, so yeah, show her some bloody love. As we say in the north, I will love you and leave you, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have fun, everybody.